Hello everyone, Mrs. Egan here to teach you the fifth comma rule, but before we do that, we need to make sure we understand the first four. So, we're not writing this in our notes, we are just enjoying. Number one, comma separate items in a list. So you see in our example, my heroes are my parents, comma, Superman, and Wonder Woman, and takes the place of the last comma in a list. Rule number two, the comma conjunction in between two independent clauses or two complete sentences. So I left a voicemail, comma conjunction, you never called me back. Rule three, use the comma to set apart introductory elements or phrases that introduce the sentence and usually answer when or where. So while you were sleeping, when, comma, I gave you a new haircut. And rule four, we use a comma to separate interchangeable adjectives. So this could say creamy, delicious yogurt. It could also say delicious, creamy yogurt. It does not change the meaning at all. So the fifth one that you are writing in your notes, comma set apart non-essential clauses. So when we think about things that are essential, they are absolutely necessary, absolutely needed. So non-essential is not necessary, not needed. So in your own words, the definition that you're writing in your notes, a non-essential clause is something that adds meaning to, but is not completely necessary to the sentence. So if you took it out of the sentence, if you took that phrase out of the sentence, we would still have a complete sentence that meant basically the same thing. So checking with Steve, we've got Steve, who always wears an ascot, is very tidy. Okay, so comma separating this non-essential phrase. So without the phrase, it just reads Steve is very tidy. Steve is very tidy. Okay, this non-essential phrase just adds a little bit more information. Okay, we're going to try it ourselves now. So you're going to write a sentence about yourself in which you correctly use a non-essential clause. So if I were to write a sentence about myself, I would have to speak in the third person, as you will as well. And I would say, Mrs. Egan, who enjoys reading, likes to take walks outside. Okay, so you are going to refer to yourself in the third person and include a non-essential clause. After you've done that, you are going to check in and see if yours looks like mine. Okay, and I do want you to switch papers or have a parent or sibling just come over and see if you're on the right track. So you have your name, then this comma, a phrase that is not a complete sentence, okay, the 9th grade English teacher, then another comma after the phrase, used to pole vault in high school. Okay, so if I took that out, it would just say Mrs. Egan used to pole vault in high school. Okay, so if yours looks like mine, then we are on the right track. Be prepared to see these in daily dilemmas and quizzes in the future. Thanks for tuning in.